was a strike and a half. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, this is Trent here. He just caught this beautiful 6-pound Collins Lake rainbow. Tell us about that fish, Trent.
This fish was caught on the naked gulp worm.
The worm was naked, not you.
No.
Okay. Good. I just want to clarify. There are rules.
Yep.
Awesome.
Nice fish.
Awesome. Is that the biggest trout you ever caught?
PB.
Very good.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Well, that is great, and pleasure having you out on the FHS patio boat, man. You went big. You fought that fish like a total pro. Howdy guys, Cal Kellogg here. I'm out on the Forest Hill Divide. It is Sunday morning, and I wrapped up my spring guiding season yesterday. Wes is out running his last trip this morning, and then, you know, when he's done today, it is a complete wrap. The 2021 guiding season for FHS Productions will be in the books, and you know, what a spring it was. You saw in the beginning that big fish there. That's the last fish that was caught on one of my trips. That fish was caught yesterday morning. It went about 6 pounds. As you can see, happy angler, very happy angler, got his personal best trout. He told us that about 20 times on the boat. And, you know, we had a lot of big fish this spring. We had a lot of 6 to 7 pounders at Collins Lake. We had some 8s. We had an 8, I think, on our second or third trip, as I remember. Our big fish was an 11. We had more 5s than we can remember. We had to jump through some hoops at times to get our fish, and I will say this spring was a learning experience for Wes and I. We did a lot of little tweaks to keep the bites going, and on the vast majority of our trips, we scored limits, and on the days when we didn't get limits, we were very close to getting limits. And like I said, we saw a lot of big fish come over the back of the FHS pontoon boat. It was also very interesting for me seeing Wes mature as a trout angler. You know, 4 years ago, he was a bass guy. And I'm not the greatest trout guy in the world, but I've been at it for a long time, and I definitely have a systematic approach to catching fish. And Wes has embraced that systematic approach, but he's done what I hope all you guys will do. He's made the system his own. He's made tweaks, and when I'm out on the water with him, I'll do things that I can tell he doesn't necessarily agree with, things that he wouldn't do. And it's the same way when I'm running the boat and he's running the rods, I'll see him make changes and do things that I might not necessarily do, but I see him pay off. I'm very competitive by nature, and it was very good having him on the boat some days when I wasn't there, seeing him dominate and knowing, you know, tomorrow I'm going to be on the boat and I really need to bring my A game because he just kicked some serious butt today. So that was an absolute pleasure, and I really enjoyed meeting all the people, kind of learning what makes other anglers tick, learning about the common questions that our viewers have, and we learned a lot about the trout. You know, the trout, as I always say here on the channel, the trout are the best teachers, and the trout taught us a lot at Collins Lake. It was interesting because it was a small lake, the level was down, there's a lot of trout, and it was interesting seeing those behavior changes, you know, over long periods of time, say over a week, and on a daily basis, just the way the bite changes, the way the trout changed from hour to hour. I learned some things that really surprised me. A lot of things that were long-held beliefs for me were confirmed. And Wes has his whole, you know, his own set of observations that he drew from his on-the-water experiences. So that was awesome. A lot of that is going to be coming through here on the channel in the coming weeks and the coming days. I am officially on a semi-vacation here. My anniversary's coming up. I am going to kick back, blow off a little bit of steam, and then we got to rework all our gear. Our rods they're very functional. They look like hell right now. Everything needs to be cleaned, re-spooled, re-knotted, retooled. The tackle boxes need to be gone over. We've got big tangled masses of spoons and lines and leaders and all that kind of stuff and more. So we got a lot of fun work to do, and Bottom line is, we are, despite the fact that it's raining a little bit right now, we are in a drought here in Northern California, and we just don't know where the conditions are going to take us. I know I'm hitting the Sierras. I'm going to spend a lot of time in the Sierras. We are going to do some bass fishing this year. We are certainly going to do some saltwater fishing. I don't know if I'm going to guide this fall. I am going to get my licenses in order for several different regions of the state. I may be guiding this fall. I may hold off till spring. Maybe I'll be guiding midwinter. I just don't know at this point. But you can bet Wes and I, we're going to be out in the field. We're going to be making it happen. And we're going to be bringing all that content that we create in the field right back to you guys here on the FHS Productions YouTube channel. I want to thank you guys for all the support. I just want to take a few minutes this morning to give you guys an update, kind of tell you, what we've been doing, where we're going. It's kind of been a long haul at Collins Lake, 2.5 months at Collins Lake. And I know, some of our content has been kind of repetitious because we've been at the same place all the time. Well, we're going to start changing things up. We've got some great ideas for content upcoming. It's going to be a very exciting second half of the year. I got bugs all over. They love me. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Keep on watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit the subscribe button. You'll always know when I'm on here talking fishing and whatever. I've got some surprises in mind for you guys. So we'll be unveiling some new features, some new stuff, some new fishing, all that and more here on the channel. And remember, if you're looking for trout gear or any kind of gear, go on over to fishhuntshoot.com and check out my store. It's those sales that kind of drive everything. Guiding is definitely a productive endeavor, but our main focus is creating video content, educating anglers, and running our gear store. We're going to increase the size of that store. We're going to increase our product line. We've been doing that almost on a weekly basis, and we are going to continue. The supply chain is a challenge, but we are ready to meet that challenge and just push forward. And again, without you guys, none of this would be possible. So thank you very much, and I will catch you next time right here on YouTube. Later, guys. Give me these bugs. Good Lord.